So this is question number 51 on page 50. And it says, a student throws a set of keys vertically upwards to his fraternity brother, who is in a window 4.00 meters above. The brother's outstretched hand catches the keys 1.50 seconds later. A. With what initial velocity were the keys thrown? And B. What was the velocity of the keys just before they were caught? So with any question, we have to first draw a diagram. And we know that we have a fraternity brother in a window. So here's our fraternity brother. And he's 4.00 meters above. Then we have a student who is floor level, throwing the keys upward. And here's the keys. Can do this. It's positive because it's going upward. So first, with any equation, we're now going to have to write all of our givens. So for A, it's asking for what's the initial velocity the keys were thrown. So our initial velocity is, I don't know the final velocity either yet. Our acceleration is negative 9.8 meters per second squared. And it's negative because if it was going downward, it'd be positive. But since the keys are being thrown upwards, it's negative. Our time given is 1.50 seconds. And our displacement is 4.00 meters. So the equation we can use in this case is displacement equals velocity initial times time plus 1/2 acceleration times time squared. Next, we plug in all of our values. So our displacement is 4.00 meters. Our velocity initial times time, which is 1.50 seconds, plus 1/2 acceleration, negative 9.8 meters per second squared, times 1.5 second squared. So next, you plug this into your calculator. Or I guess you don't have to, but you can simplify it from here. And our velocity becomes 10.02 meters per second. but you can also round this to 10.0 meters per second. So for B, it is asking for the velocity of the keys just before they were caught. So again, we write all of our givens. So we know our velocity initial from the last equation is 10.0 meters per second. Our velocity final is what we're trying to find. Acceleration is negative 9.8 meters per second squared. Time is 1.50 seconds. And displacement, 4.00 meters. So for this equation, we can use velocity final equals velocity initial plus acceleration times time. So our velocity final, looking for velocity initial, which is 10.0 meters per second, plus acceleration, which is negative 9.8 meters per second squared, times time, 1.50 seconds. So we could plug this into our calculator and get 10.0 meters per second plus minus 14.7 meters per second. And we simplify this, we get negative 4.7 meters per second. So, the velocity of the keys just before they were caught is 4.7 meters per second downwards.